So after we identified what we wanted to do and began talking to people about how to do it, what not to do, we kind of stumbled our way into it. And this is kind of what we've found along the way over the last couple of years. Probably like a lot of you guys, we're defending more and more versions of the spread, a couple of different types, whether it's 10, 11, or 20 like power spread type stuff, which is what our offense runs, or straight like air raid and empty stuff. We figured out we're seeing more spread and we're seeing more speed, so we need more speed. And so we found through this that this gives us an opportunity to get one more speed body on the field in either the second level or the third level. Sometimes for us in the first level when we get into some personnel things, but we like it because we feel like it gives us the ability to defend the width and the depth of the field every snap. I know a lot of you guys are seeing it. I know we're seeing it. Our offense does a great job of stretching the defense horizontally and vertically. And in order to do that, you've got to be able to have bodies in space. And we felt like as we started working through this system, this gives us a better option of getting more skill bodies in more space so that as we're getting stretched horizontally and vertically, we're able to defend those concepts better. The next thing we found was, hey, this is a great way for us to get our best 11 on the field. And how do we get our best 11 to be our 11 best? Here's what I mean by that. Our 11 best players may not, in what we were doing, have been part of that best 11 group on the field. We feel like having this structure in place and having this option in our defense allows us more ways to not only make opportunities for our best players to get on the field, but to put them in a situation where our best players lead to being our best group. Because we want, you guys know, defensive football is about 11 guys playing together as one. So now we feel like we've got another way to take our best talented players and put them in a situation to be a more cohesive unit on the field. And then as we got into it, we started discovering, hey, that third safety adds a lot of variance to what we're doing. He gives us some multiplicity in box fits, in coverage, in pressures and blitzing, who's fitting the run, who's defending the pass. As we started to work this system into what we were already doing, we were starting to recognize, hey, we can get pretty creative here and we can really have some options at our disposal that fit our kids that are not what we've currently been doing. And so for us, then it led to, well, hey, how much coverage can we run? How much pressure can we run? How can we fit all this together and make this work for us? And the more and more and more we got into it, the more we realized, hey, this gives us a lot of options, but we can tie this into what we're already doing and make it as seamless as possible to where it doesn't feel like we're completely throwing out everything we like and completely starting from scratch, but that the more we get into this, the more we really like it. And then for us, the kind of the hard sell for us was, as we started doing this, our offense is a really good. Our offensive staff is really good. And as we were running this in practice and kind of really tinkering with it in spring ball and summer, having those conversations with the offensive staff saying, man, that's different. Hey, that's tough. That really hurts us or really makes us defensive in this area. Hearing an offensive guy share that what you're doing defensively is challenging or it's different or it's forcing them to have to do plan B or plan C or whatever it is, I think that's affirmation that, hey, what we're doing, not only do we like it because we like it, but we also like it now because we know it's effective. And so we were starting to see the fruit of that, even just in our spring practices and summer practices of, hey, this is an opportunity for us to really add to what we're doing and make it more difficult for people to prepare for us. And that's what we ultimately we want to be offensively and defensively in our program. We want to be a team that's really hard to prepare for, whether it's because we've got great talent or we've got good scheme or it's different scheme or a combination of any of those things. Hopefully, when people are preparing to play us, we're giving them multiple things to have to consider as they try to formulate a plan on how to attack us. And so if it's easier for our guys to run, but it's more challenging for people to prepare for and play against, we like that idea. And we've kind of seen that progression over the last couple of years here.